All right, so yesterday we did equations using inverses, mostly with adding and subtracting, but with a little bit. And so today we're just looking basically at with multiplication and division. Some of them are multi-stage, some of them are simple stage. I'll go through some of them with you. Um, Remember, it's just using the inverse to cancel the number where the variable is, and then doing the same thing to the other side. That's all these problems are. They don't need to be more difficult uh, than we want to make them sometimes. They're actually fairly simple. So this is s over 10 equals 7. Now, remember, inverses, this would be plus and minus, minus and plus. It would be times and division, and it would be division and times. Notice the division symbol is really the symbol itself is a fraction. It's a numerator and a denominator. That's what the dots are in a line in the middle. So this is a division problem. So what's the opposite of division? Multiply. So we're going to multiply whatever the number they give us is. And one way to do that is if I put 10 times. So I'm doing 10 times this problem, which gets rid of the s's and basically makes it, or the tens, and basically makes it 1s. Well, I don't need 1s because s itself has a value of 1. So s, it gets rid of the tens, it cancels the tens and makes it s. And over here I would also multiply by 10, and 10 times 7 would be 70, and that was the solution to number 7. Okay, number 8 is very similar. It also gives you a division problem when we begin. It's just backwards. 6 equals t over 5. T over 5. I'm going to multiply by 5 over here. I'm going to multiply by 5 over here. On this side, it gets rid of the 5. We end up with t equals 5 times 6 is 30. T. All right, number 9 is a little bit more complicated because it's got more to it. So we got 5x divided by 6 equals 20. Now, there's actually multiple steps here because I have a multiplication right here, 5 times x, and I have whatever this is divided by 6. We're going to treat each one of them individually. Okay? So I'm going to start with the 5x here. I'm going to divide by 5 because this is a multiplication. I'm going to divide by 5. Okay, so divide by 5. This is going to get rid of these. I'm going to end up with x divided by 6 equals 4. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Now, I have divided by 6. So what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply by 6. Multiply by 6. So both sides I'm going to multiply. When I take this divide by 6 and I multiply by 6, it disappears. This turns into x equals 6 times 4, which is 6 and 6 is 12, 24. All right? And that's all it is. When you have multiples like this, you just deal with one at a time. Okay? If it was add and subtract, multiply and divide all in the problem, you should still use order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, exponents, and then multiply, divide first, and then add and subtract. So if this was 5x plus 6, you do the 5x first because you do multiply and divide first, and then you would do divide. And the reason why I did this one first is because remember with order of operations, it's multiply and divide from the left to the right. So you could do multiply or divide from the left to the right. So always start to the left, move to the right if you have multiple operations. Okay? So you're going to continue, and you're going to do the rest 10 through 22. Most of them are fairly simple. I think you have, let's see. There's one more that's like number 9. Let me look at number 19 is kind of tricky. Let's look at 19 really quick, just because I don't want you to, because you're going to look at it and go, what the monkey is that? So this one is 2c over 15 equals 8.8. All right, same thing here. So just like on number 9, it had a multiplication problem and a division problem, this one has the same thing. It has a multiplication problem right here within a division problem. So what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply first. So first I'm going to multiply by 15. So times 15 gets rid of the 15s, and then this will be times 15. I don't know what 8.8 times 15 is, so like I've told you guys since the beginning, you're allowed to use a calculator for your calculations if you need them. So 8.8 times 15 equals 132. So now I have 2c equals 132. So basically I have a new problem. Okay, I dealt with the 15. I got the 2c by itself, but I still have 2c. So I have 2c. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by 2 to get rid of the 2's. c equals, divide by 2, divide by 2, and I end up with 66. So it looked scarier than it really was. Okay, I got rid of the 15 first by multiplying because it was a fraction, which is a division problem. I ended up with 2c. I multiplied by 15 because I did over there. And then I divided by 2 in both places, and I end up with an answer, 66. Okay? Not all that difficult. I believe in you guys. You can do it.